Okay, that took me a hot second. Apologies for that. Yeah, so I say apologies. I'm like, well, either way, well, let's get right into it. So I have recently found out that there's a couple more things, and by the way, I finally made I guess, a Twitter, uh, just so I can kind of review a couple of things. Just I've been like a little annoyed because I'm using my personal account, and I just don't necessarily want to use it because it's a little too personal. Let's just say. I say personally, it just doesn't have anything on it. I think it would just be kind of a dead account in essence. But I would like to bring up a few little things. But yeah, no. So I was recently going through the Discord, and apologies if the soundtrack is a little bit too high pitched. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm currently playing on the background. I'm playing the new event, and I'm actually gonna lower the volume a little bit because it's kind of low key being a little too out there. I think. Also, kind of too much for me to handle right now because man, there is so much good content right now, and by good content I mean we're having an Armageddon that I actually have to review. I actually have to review it, and I actually will participate on it for sure. The one before was just the same old Armageddon. Here, there, do that. I have to attend this one because we actually are getting a Delta Armageddon special event. I don't know if you have to tell, but we're getting Delta. We're fighting Delta and Armageddon. I think this event isn't gonna be like the most exciting thing ever, as I wish it would be. But this, I'm gonna have to stay up till 12. I have the thing on here, and I just hope to God that I have the timing on this properly set up for me to do this. Ideally, I will have it, but yeah. Where do we even begin, right? So for starters, I was kind of scrolling. I haven't seen any news at all for the new content, like at all. And I was kind of getting annoyed because every single time I had to look up like a couple times, right? Because every single time, I would try to find any like news, and it's like either the news aren't really actually news because everybody has either read it or they're so mediocre that I don't really feel like covering them. But for stuff that most people don't know about, I think this is fine. This is perfectly okay. And in essence, we're getting a Delta Shadowfest. We're getting a Shadowfest Delta as a drop. This is probably going to be dropping in 5 days. Which, if you don't have enough gems, stop trying to get the character you want. If you want any hope, for the love of God, stop and wait until this banner comes out. Because I had a feeling that the whole event was going to be a bait. Well, yeah. In practice, basically what's happening is they dropped all the cool looking banners, and then they kind of pulled the rug under us with all the cool stuff and things, only for them to pull a Shadowfest demon looking Delta. And don't get me wrong, the Shadowfests are good. The recent ones have been good, and I'm not saying Shadow isn't good. What I'm saying is that this character is probably going to be Green Shadow and Green Delta easily because she's a Green Delta. Ideally. Will she do that? Maybe. I hope so. She looks cool. She looks really cool, if anything. And I have just been the thing on the background, so I'm just gonna do another tracks. I'm currently farming this stuff, and if you guys already saw the video, essentially TLDR, do normal runs, do not do hard runs if you can't completely like overpowered hard. I'm at 52k like strength or like 52,000 whatchamacallit, my power levels, quote unquote, 52,000. And I'm running relatively decent units. They're not good enough, nor are they good healers. I couldn't tell you what else to use at the moment, so the team I'm using is a team I'm using. I showcased it already by this point, but either way, big news. Stop spending your gems. if you're at the last moment debating on whether to summon on the current banners, I would recommend stopping and waiting to see what at least some of the like, because we're just they just kind of we got some essentially leaks for this. And yeah, I'm gonna run the normal one. But yeah, no, do normals for that stuff. But in essence, we're getting Armageddon Delta, and we're getting Shadowfest Delta drop. I believe this is coming up in the fourth or the fifth rather. Fourth, I think fourth on EST, because I think Japan's under 10, where UCT I think it's like 3. 3 is like 1 like basically like 12 a.m. in the morning. I think at least. But either way, yeah, we have because I've been like staring down at like to see if there's any like new content because I just haven't been able to like what's the word focus entirely because Wuthering Waves has really been like crushing my short attention span as much as I can. I'm like I wanted to summon on the banner and I wanted to spend more attention to even that, but like Shangli is not out yet. Jinsi is not it for me. So I was looking forward to them releasing the Delta character, and they did. And now I have to hope to God that I have enough Phantasm Dumps for this. I have been setting up a bunch of quests on my logs, but I don't think it's going to be nearly enough. Ideally, it will be. Hopefully, it is. Hopefully, I don't actually need to go all the way to pity, because otherwise, this is going to be painful. And this is going to be bad. This is looking bad. I'm a gambling man, but this is gonna look painful. Especially with like everybody's been whew, everybody's been thirsty for the new Delta man, and like I just like the pro like it like ideally she looks so cool, and not to mention if you're a Delta fan, this is what we're getting right now. We're getting Gamma next, I bet, because I say next. Couldn't tell you, but since the drop of the event, it has been character after character. Ideally, we're gonna get a new one. But yeah, I think my guess is that if anything, this is at least going to be an interesting Shadowfest event to look to and understand why it's so difficult to pick a good character to summon on. Because some of these special events, because man, I'm not gonna hold you. Collab banners, never good, never good. I'm not gonna hold you. They're cool and all more often than not, unless they're like overwhelmingly. Like if you want strong characters, a lot of the Shadowfest are typically gonna overwhelm those collab characters. Um, and if not, they can be kind of niche to the point that either the niche breaks down or the niche is so good that it's going to be perfectly like viable for like all around. I think invincibility, for example, from the producer thing is cool and all, but the fact that you can actually remove it as an example is not a good thing for people that run invincibility teams, especially since it's a buff that can be removed. If you get that buff removed, you're kind of done for, really. Unless you're not running a debuff or a buff cleansing team, in which case you kind of are dead. Really depends on your team, but regardless, Delta's coming out. I hope y'all are hyped, and I hope y'all are saving gems now. I'm probably gonna post this sooner than I think, because I don't want y'all spending gems when you shouldn't be. And I say when you shouldn't be is when you don't want to be. Cause I have seen the thirst. I have seen a little bit of the Deltas coming out, and I'm gonna catch her when she comes out. Sounds so weird. By the way, yeah, a bit of a breaking news report. I wasn't expecting to perhaps upload so much content on one same day because I just didn't want to release this much content. But given the fact that I got really excited, content brains actually turned to act up, and yeah, hope y'all excited. I'm excited as well. Apologies for the odd background noise. I was farming, and as I farmed, I do what I do best, which is essentially I farm, I do what I do best, and I hype myself up a little bit. I'm very excited. I hope you'll have a good day. Stay solid, and better news are coming up soon. As because my brain is probably more is starting to actually get accustomed to this kind of stuff. So yeah, y'all have a good day. Stay solid. Bye bye.